They be like, smooth, what? Can you teach me how to Dougie? You know why? Cause all the bitches love me. Hey, all I need is a beat that's super bumpin'. And for you to back it up and dump it. Get it. Put your arms out front, lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie ride.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new unboxing for you. This is going aside a little bit from the computer stuff. We have been looking for a new media player, and we've done a lot of research, and this is the best one for our needs, more specifically for the fact that not only is it quad core, which is nice, but also for the fact of the audio. That is really big for us. We love our audio. Doesn't exactly do bit streaming, proper HD, DTS HD, and Dolby Digital True HD, but it's the closest thing you can get with Android. So that's one of the biggest reasons why we picked it up. So, and that, just for anybody that knows, that's only the X8H. It has to be the H version that does the proper audio, because that does hardware decoding. So let's go through some of the specs as I open it up. I'm sure he can get some of the pictures there. But as we were saying before, as I said before, it is quad core. It's got dual band N for your Wi-Fi. Let's see, I know it's got the newest Android, the Android KitKat 4.4, which is nice, always nice to have. I'm sure in the future it's upgradable. I don't see why it wouldn't be. 2 gig DDR3 makes life a lot easier. 16 gig on board. And you can also, just like with pretty much every Android out there, add a USB stick to up that as well. So let's start opening her up and see what we got in here. Now, before we even go on, let's see what we have here. So the device itself, the remote. If you've done any research on these, you'll know that you can actually buy separate remotes, a lot better ones. Right now we're okay with the stock, that's not a problem. The Wi-Fi antenna, I've seen these online, and when you guys see this, it's monstrous. It's actually kind of funny. The power, HDMI cable, because this is HDMI, the micro USB, and then something else they call a OTG cable. This is for connecting it to your computer itself for whatever reason. I guess putting movies on there, or for us anyway, we're going to be modding it. So let's start opening this up. Well, so far so good. Nice packaging here. I guess this is, oh yeah, this gives you a breakdown of the things they sell. So remember we were talking about the 8, the X8 and the X8H. This is the two of them here. We, like I said before, we have the H. And that's more for the audio, right? So this one would be cheaper, but we like quality. So some of the things they have here. Remember again, before we were talking about the remotes, you can upgrade those as well. So, and a few more on here. Some of their older lines. The X7, this one over here, this was their go-to before the 8 came out. This was the best of the best as it stood. Now that since the 8 came out, doing a lot better, but still, if you ever get a chance, you should pick this one up too. It's a great device. So let's go on. Instructions. But let's be honest here, we're geeks. We don't need instructions. Let's go. So I like how they have this with a lot of products. When it's so tightly inside the box, it's always hard to get your fingers in. This is a nice little added bonus. Picking it up by the plastic there. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but man, every time I see that that picture, it always brings a smile to my face. The device itself. So we got our, this is most likely the front, or no, that's the side. Huh, interesting. So yeah, this is the side. So we got our power, our regular, this is earphones, microphone. Interesting. That'd be great for XBMC, where you can put karaoke on there. I don't know how often somebody would use it, but it's kind of cool, I got to admit. USB, card reader. This is that cable I was telling you about before to connect it to the computer and we turn it around, we have more USB, which is great. The more the merrier. The optical plug right over there. HDMI, power obviously, your Ethernet cable, and for that monstrosity that I'll be showing you in a little bit, that's going to be for the Wi-Fi. So, everything seems packaged nicely so far. Everything's in their own separate bags. HDMI here. Out of curiosity, I wonder how long this is. I've actually had packages of other products before where the HDMI cable just wasn't that long. So I don't know if they skimped out on this one. So far it actually looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie here. Get this cable off. Yeah, surprisingly pretty good. Say what, 3 feet? I'd say that's 3 feet.
Yeah, 5.
5 even? Not 5.
5, 6. Isn't 6 the usual?
For the most part. For the most part. But still pretty good. Good length on it. And so this has got to be, yeah, some extensions here. It's an extension cable. That OG one I was telling you about. That's that there. And here is that Wi-Fi. So let's put this on here. Typical spin on. Now I'm not sure, I don't think we're going to be using this with Wi-Fi. Don't know 100% yet. Here's the front. So something to think about when you are, if you do decide to get something like this, you got to think about where you're going to be putting it, right? So if you're going to be putting it in a cabinet somewhere, got to think about if you are doing anyway Wi-Fi, or wireless, I mean, sorry. You got to be thinking the height requirements on it, right? So by itself, it's a thin box, all right? So something to think about anyway, just for your future. Let's put this off on the side. The remote, very standard, nothing too crazy. Obviously your home button, your on and off. This is going to be the menu over here. There's nothing too crazy on it. Very simple. You can always upgrade with the ones I was showing you before. And the power. Now, again, out of curiosity, I wanted to see what is the output on this. What does it actually need? On this alone, the output is 5 volt. 5 volts. You can see the milliamps there as well. I'm sure you guys can see that. I don't know if we can bring it a little bit closer. Looks like 3 amps. Yeah, which is interesting. Only 5 volt. I would have thought maybe 12, but actually not bad. Again, it is an Android device. Putting aside the fact that it is quad core, it's still pretty good. Yeah, so that's everything. So once we get everything up and running, hopefully we'll get a chance to show you what it actually looks like on the TV and maybe some of the mods we've done software-wise. And yeah, I guess we'll be seeing you soon. Have a good one.